Have you ever noticed how birthdays split people into two extremes? Some go all out, parties, photos, attention, a whole event built around the day. Others barely acknowledge it. No celebration, no announcement, sometimes not even a mention, just another day on the calendar. And that difference isn't random. It says a lot about how a person relates to themselves, their past, and the world around them. For some people, not celebrating a birthday isn't indifference, it's learned behavior. When you grow up feeling overlooked, when birthdays pass without much acknowledgement, the brain adapts. Over time, expectations shrink. Psychologists describe this as a form of emotional conditioning, where repeated disappointment teaches the mind to stop hoping altogether. Eventually, the date loses meaning, not because it doesn't matter, but because caring feels like setting yourself up to be let down again. There's another group whose reason is less emotional and more structural. Life simply moves too fast. Work, deadlines, responsibilities, and constant mental noise push everything else into the background. When your brain is overloaded, even meaningful moments can blur together. The birthday isn't forgotten on purpose, it just gets drowned out. This is often tied to what psychologists call time distortion, where constant pressure makes days feel interchangeable. Then there are people who consciously choose not to celebrate, not out of sadness, not out of stress, but out of independence. These individuals don't rely on external markers to feel valuable or fulfilled. Research shows that people who anchor their self-worth internally tend to be more emotionally stable over time. They don't need a specific day to feel important, connected, or alive. Their sense of meaning isn't seasonal. What's interesting is how this mindset shows up elsewhere in life. People who treat their birthday like a normal day often don't chase attention, praise, or validation in other areas either. They tend to move quietly, content without needing constant recognition. That doesn't mean they never feel lonely. It means they don't outsource their sense of worth to a calendar. So whether you celebrate loudly or not at all, it reflects something deeper. Sometimes it's old pain, sometimes it's modern overload, and sometimes it's peace. The real question isn't how you celebrate, it's why.